Yo, shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yashab Rakatah. Yahweh Shem Yashab Shamartha. That's Most High in Christ blessed. And Most High in Christ watch over you. Yeah, what's up, man? And today I woke up with like a little stuffy nose. Or actually runny, stuffy. I'm not sure if that's due to allergies or, I'm coming down maybe with a cold. Well, that's not the case. But I like to be careful. So what I'm gonna do is making me a tea, right? So my tea this morning is gonna consist of, right, some dry slippery elm bark powder. Normally I would like it in, I don't prefer it in powder form, but it does the job. I prefer it actually in bark form. Like when it comes a little more like this, when it's more put together. Right, this is ground up. I like it before it's ground up. But this right here also is licorice root. Right, this is licorice root. I love this stuff. This stuff is really good as well. And chamomile flower. All right. I'm also gonna throw in, right, some fresh mint leaves and some ginger root that I just cut up prior to getting on here. Okay, so I got these disposable tea bags that I have as well, that I've already blended my tea up with, right? So for this one, I think I use a tablespoon of licorice root. No, a teaspoon. Let me see. It's a half a teaspoon, so I use a teaspoon, a full teaspoon, which is 2 of these. Licorice root, about a half a teaspoon of chamomile flower, and about a half a teaspoon of slippery elm. Okay? So, all right, so what I'm gonna do is, gonna throw, got my pestle and mortar here, gonna throw my ginger and my mint leaves in there, kind of release these oils of these herbs and roots, right? Crush them up a little bit. Right? I'm gonna throw them in my little drink mixer, excuse me, right? And the reason, I'm going to these first is, before we go to drugs, right, or these man-made drugs that are out here, right? We want to go to the herbs or the real medicine that the Most High gave us, right? Because He tells us in not Wisdom of Solomon, but Sirach 38:4. That, the Most High created medicines out of the earth, right? And he that is wise will not abhor them. So you're going to use them for what they for, man. All right? Most High gave us medicines, gave us everything we need out of the earth, man. We don't need these drugs, right? We don't need these drugs that they give us, man. We can heal ourselves in our own kitchens, man, if we know what we're doing, right? So the benefits of licorice root is anti-inflammatory, right? And antioxidants as well. It's also good for the gut, good gut health. This as well, like if you haven't, this also is good for, this also is good for anti-inflammatory, good gut health as well. It also works as like a lubricant for the throat area. Like if you have dry throat, if you ever, like for the singers out there, or people who come from a singing background, if you ever drunken, what do you call that? Throat coat tea, right? This is always in your throat coat tea, right? Slippery elm powder is always in your throat coat tea, right? Helps for the lubrication of your throat, man. Right? I've used this many times to help get myself ready for shows and studios and things like that. There's also chamomile. There's a lot of antioxidants in this as well, So with that being said, I got a thermometer here, right? If you don't have a thermometer, that's cool, right? But if you do have a thermometer, right, you want to get your water around like, let's say about 212 degrees when steeping herbs, right? When steeping herbs, when you're making herbal tea. So like, you know, get all my, don't want this to go to waste. Throw all that up in there, right? Don't want it to go to waste, man. Stuff too high out here nowadays. All right, so hold on real quick. I'm gonna go get my water. Be right back. So like I said, Salaki, like I said, I like to get my thermometer around like 212 degrees. 208 degrees is where I'm at right now, which is fine by me. It's cool, but 212 is like where you want to be at, right? You're just gonna pour that over in there. Alright, 212 is around where you want to be at. You don't want to go too much higher than that because you don't want to burn your herbs. Right, you don't want to burn your herbs. You don't want to burn your herbs. Just want to get it just warm enough to release all those natural oils and properties in your tea, man. Right? Oh, and another thing, right, when it comes to licorice root and slippery elm, they're naturally sweet, right? They're naturally sweet, so you don't need honey, right? I repeat, you don't need honey, right? Because these things are very sweet already, right? They're naturally sweet. Okay? So, I'm gonna dip that a couple times, right? It looks beautiful already. I'm gonna dip that a couple times. Now, if you have a French press, I mean, obviously, you know, it's probably a better tool, but I don't have a French press right now, so I'm using this little drink mixer that I got out of a Hennessy Privilege gift set some years back, right? And I'm gonna use my salsa to cover that thing up. Right? You're not gonna always have everything, right, that you would necessarily want, but you can make it work, right? Right? But with that being said, right, while we waiting for that, let's get a couple precepts, right? Right? This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse number 12, right? And it reads, it said, for it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things, right? So obviously, even though the Most High gave us these herbs, Most High gave us these herbs as medicine, right? We never want to solely put all our faith in the medicine, right? Because it wasn't the word of the Lord that's gonna, it wasn't the, it's not necessarily the herb that's gonna heal you, right? But the word of the Most High, right? So we want to make sure that we repentant, you know what I'm saying? We're not in, not in any iniquity, right? For these herbs, right, to work, right? Because the Most High made these herbs, right? So He has the choice whether they gonna work for you or whether they're not gonna work for you. So it's ultimately having the faith in the Most High, right? Let's get that. Let's get Sirach Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse number 12. It said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of His love, right? So the fear of the Lord, which is keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments, is the beginning of the love of the Most High, Him loving you or having love for you, right? And faith is the beginning of cleaving unto Him, right? So having faith, right, that these medicines are gonna work, right? Having faith that I also need to keep the law, statutes, and commandments so that I may be healed by the herb that the Most High gave me to heal myself, right? Is how I'm gonna be closer to Him, and me being closer to the Most High, right? He's gonna restore me to health, Right, let me get another one. Right. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38. And I am going to start at verse number 2, right? It said, for the Most High cometh healing. So like for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of a king. Right? So it says from the Most High, right? It's talking about a physician here, right? Yeah, the Most High gave us physicians, right? It was one point in time where, right, these herbs that I'm putting together, right, you would go to a doctor, right, in our community, right? We would go to the doctor in our community, right? You would tell him what's going on with you, right? You go to the physician, you tell him what's going on with you. He's gonna go out to his backyard or whatever, or go to his kit of herbs, right? Grab some stuff together, put it together, right? And do exactly what I just did right here, right? So it say the physician should receive the honor of the king, because everybody gets sick, even the king, right? And they all know who to go to get the help, right? Because the Most High gave us the physician, right? He say, verse number 3, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men, he shall be in admiration, right? So the skill of the physician, right, is going to actually make him a great man, make him a famous man, right, in the land. Because like I say, everybody gets, gets under the weather at times, right? No matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, everybody gets a little sick, right? Verse number 4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Right? So again, what I was saying, the Most High gave us these medicines, man. Right? These medicines, he gave us these herbs, right, for us to heal ourselves, right? To be healed by these medicines, man. And not to be smoking them, man. Right? Let me get that in Genesis chapter 1. In verse number 29, it said, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, right? So, hey, these herbs, man, these are herbs I'm feeling a little down, right? So I'm not gonna take these herbs, right, kind of roll them up in the paper and smoke them, man. Right? These herbs are meant to be consumed via meat or via drink. Right? So you can eat these or you can drink them. Right? And you can be healed by these things. Right? Going back over to Ecclesiasticus chapter 38. Make some more storage on my phone. So let me jump back into it, man, so I can enjoy my tea. Right? Let me go back, started Ecclesiasticus chapter 38. Right? Started from verse number 8. It says, of such doth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto Yahweh, and he will make thee whole. Leave off from sin, and order thy hands aright, and cleanse thy heart from the wickedness, from all wickedness. Right? So in order for us to be actually healed, as we read in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 16 and verse number 12, right? We want to understand that, hey, it's the Most High that does the healing, right? So when we pray to the Most High, we want to know that the Most High is hearing us. We want to be confident in that thing, that the Most High is actually hearing us, because we know, according to the Bible, right? Let's get that in, I believe it's John chapter 9, in verse number 31. It said, now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth. Right? So we want to make sure that the Most High is hearing us in our sickness and in time of need, man. Right? We want to be rest assured that the Most High, right, is receiving the prayers, man. Right? Because the Most High told us, man, in Deuteronomy chapter 7, right, the 7th chapter, and I'm gonna start at verse number 14. You say, thou shalt be blessed above all people, there shall not be male nor female barren among you or among your cattle. And the Lord, right, and Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness, right? So this is the Most High telling us, man, right? Hey, if we follow him and we keep the commandments of the Most High, right, that we're going to be prosperous, man. And he's going to remove sickness from our people, right? And if we want to be healed from our sickness, we want to make sure that we leaving off from sin, right? And we keeping these laws, statutes, and these commandments, man, right? And we having the faith, ultimately, right? Because it's ultimately your faith is going to have you keeping the commandments. It's ultimately the faith is going to have you cleaving to the Most High, as we read in Sirach chapter 25 and verse number 12, right? Right? So with that being said, right? And let's get to this tea, man, right? So this has been steeping for about, I'm gonna say about 20 minutes now, because I have to fix stuff on my phone, right? But about 10, 15 minutes is long enough, man, right? We're gonna let this tea, we're gonna get, hold on, Salaki. Grab me a cup real quick from the island. Alright. He's going right here, man. So, Salakia. Gonna make sure that we're gonna pour this in here. Hey, be careful because it's a little hot. Right? It's a little hot. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stir it first. Sorry, I should have been a little bit more prepared, but hey, bear with me. Bear with me, man. This is not something that I really planned to do, man. You know, the Most High just put it on my spirit. So, hey, Lord willing, it helps, man. Right? So what I've done is I squoze it a little bit too much and I ruptured the bag. Right? So all those herbs are starting to come out. Right? I'm gonna put this off to the side. Put that right there. Okay? Stir that joint up. Hey man, I'm gonna pour this tea in. Now, if you don't want like particles floating in your tea, get you a strainer, right? To me, it really doesn't matter all that much. But if this bothers you if this like having them dirty floaters or whatever, it's not dirty, but if you having those floaties in there bother you, then get you a strainer, man, strain it out. So, all praise to the Most High, man. This thing is delicious, man. You can see the sweetness of the liquor, like I said, the sweetness of the licorice and the slippery elm kind of balances off the bitterness of the ginger, man. I like ginger, but if you're a person that doesn't like ginger, the licorice root, right, kind of balances that off. And the mint leaves as well, man. This thing is delicious. So with that being said, so I got a little piece of ginger in my mouth. So with that being said, Israel, Shalom, Kwame Yasha'Allah. The Most High gave us medicines out of the earth to be healed, man. Hey, Lord willing, y'all take this into the wintertime. Hey, fall is upon us, right? The summer is ending, right? So this is a good, recipe, right? For health moving forward, man. The tea and the scriptures, man. So we want to give all honor and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Kwame Yasha'Allah means rise Israel. Shalom.